So, people in here are comfortable, gorgeous. Alright. I'm not a person of my word. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Can somebody answer why I am doing this? Can somebody please explain to me why I have literally signed off? And why am I expiring the contract that I made, which said by this time you should be done with this? Can somebody please answer me why I'm still doing this? Can somebody answer me that? Can somebody please explain to me why this meeting is going on? I mean, I usually start out with introductions. I'm just confused. I'm really confused. Anyone? Oh, that's right. Things are running a little bit short at other AMENTENs. And Susan, Linda, and Daniel have to volunteer to work and help out at other AMENTENs. So I have to fill in for them. You've already had a couple of meetings that they have, announced. I think about 3 meetings. How is this meeting, how is this video going to be any more significant than the thousands of meetings that have actually taken place and the thousands of videos, the thousands of meetings that I'm sure a lot of you have taken part in? Unfortunately, some of those videos have been deleted. I wasn't sitting there on my computer, in a grounded state of mind, feeling like I genuinely don't need this and I want to get rid of it. What was going through my mind when I was getting rid of those meetings? I just want to get rid of all these meetings because I just want to start fresh and I don't want to have to deal with downloading this over to another channel. I just don't want to deal with it. I just want to, delete one after the other and get them all deleted so that I can start over. And I don't care. I don't care how valuable they are. I just want them gone. I mean, it's really unfortunate, isn't it? But, I am over sugarcoating things. That's how it was. That's what happened. It's really unfortunate. I could have saved those videos. And I could have looked back on those videos. And I could be feeling like I want to be in this position for longer. The problem is, I guess that I was not thinking clear enough because I was so caught up in the moment of deleting the videos to start over that I wasn't thinking about, I don't know about this. I think I might really feel guilty about doing this down the line. I think maybe I should just save the videos because I'll never know. I may want to watch them again. Nope. I mean, isn't it amazing that I use so much time and energy and so much battery power off of a computer that, you know, started off on a better note and I, used and really treated, really, avidly used more so than I'm using the computer that I currently now and also the phone that I'm recording this off of. I mean, isn't it sad that I took all that time and energy to record all those videos? Time, breath, energy, battery. All those months. All those seasons. Almost 2 years of videos down the drain. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad that I had to be such an idiot? Isn't that sad that I could not have been more patient? I just really want that to sit with people. Isn't that sad? Isn't it sad that I can't keep promises? But oh well, who's going to run this AMENTEN if they're gone doing other things? They are going to be losing money because of this. They're not aware of it yet, but they will be. They're going to be losing money for helping out other AMENTENs and not doing their job. Even though they have to help out other AMENTENs, they're going to lose money because their job is here. I have made it so clear to them that this is not my job. This is their responsibility. And they're doing whatever the heck that they need to do, which is arbitrary. And there's going to be a consequence. So, I'm not going to deal with this again. And they need to draw the boundaries really clearly. And those AMENTENs are just going to have to suffer. I'm sorry. But do I want to continue to do this? I mean, do I really want to continue to do this? Or is it just going to be junk upon junk upon junk upon junk, and some of that junk has been deleted? That's just what it is. So they're going to draw boundaries. And they're going to have to not give in to other demands. You have to understand that I am trying to sever my ties with this, and I'm trying to put my focus on what actually matters to me. And I don't know how many times I should say, I mean, I shouldn't even have to convince you. That is truth. It is pure truth. I am trying to sever my ties with the AMENTEN. I've been trying to do that for some time now. I do not care anymore about being so supportive to other AMENTENs. That was when I was involved with the AMENTEN. You have to understand that I am stepping down and I am not as involved. And it is my choice that Susan and Linda and Daniel almost entirely take over the AMENTEN. It is my decision. I tried to bail out of the system, and it was stubborn, and you all remember what happened. in like at the middle of March when I tried to sign off, and then there was a price to pay for that. It's very unfortunate that I try to do things, and yet I can't end what I want to end. For some reason, I just can't end what I want to end. I don't know what it is. People are not respecting my personal values and my boundaries. And I'm going to see that that changes. It is time that things start to change. Why are you here? Why am I even doing this? I mean, this makes me so mad. So mad that I am doing it. You know, when you graduate from high school, you graduate. You're gone. You don't get an email a month later saying, guess what? You need to come back. That doesn't happen. So I have to fill in. I mean, I am filling in for them and doing their job. Did you all watch the weekly announcements? Did you all get weekly announcements for this week? So none of you have seen the weekly announcements. None of you have heard weekly announcements yet. Well, yeah, that's incredible to me. Yeah, all of you should have heard that. Did any of you get the video? Raise your hands. Did any of you get a video or an email which gave you the weekly announcements? Did any of you get that information? I certainly didn't. I don't need to. It's not my responsibility to send emails, those details. I made it clear that is not my responsibility. I did not put work into this AMENTEN. I will put work into the videos that I make, the posts that I do on social media, all of that stuff. That's a huge part of what I want to put my work into. If YouTube sent out an email, you can drop your job and YouTube can pay you this amount of money for doing these things, and you can have, this can be your job, and you don't have to have a certain number of following. Oh, I'd gladly take that job. I would gladly take a job that I could get, real money for, and I'm already, on YouTube. Make a certain number of videos or do these certain things without it involving aspects that you cannot control. You can't control how many people like or watch or view your videos, so that's really unfair. But yeah, if it was a job, I would take it. It's already a hobby, and I wouldn't mind if it was a job. I wouldn't mind, and I would take it willingly, gladly. It's already what I do. But of course, it's not legitimate enough, is it? Maybe in the next 20 years it will be, but it's certainly not now. So I am in disbelief of the people who have, YouTube as their, job, like, Mr. Beast. YouTube channel. I'm sure he does other things and has other things going on. He has to. I mean, it just sounds too good to be true at the moment. But it may not be that way. Things may change. There may be a time when robots might fill in for the most mundane jobs there can ever be. Wouldn't that be really nice? Now, with the exception of customer service and waiters and waitresses in restaurants, I do not want a robot waiter and waitress to ask me, what do you want? And then I order it and they just come back with something or other that I order. No. That's... No. I don't want that. I don't want that. With other things, with, working in factories and, being accountants and all those kind of things. Yeah, that's fine. But not, what I just described. I hope that you can get that picture. Okay, so, yeah. But, anyway, I'm not responsible for that. So none of you got that email. Doesn't sound like it. Doesn't sound like any of you got that email. So am I just going to have to go through the weekly announcements? Do I really want to go through do I really want to use my time to go through the weekly announcements? This is not my job. This is not my job. As I've already said before. I'm not going to give them to you. They need to come back and they need to give those announcements. I am so over giving you guys announcements. I am so over managing and worrying about details and announcements and information for this AMENTEN. I am over that. I am over that. So I have already signed off, but in order for that to work, people have to do their job. Yes. We're going to get a new couch in this room. So, that's disappointing. I could stand up here and give you the weekly announcements, but then I have to sit through, look through information, do all that. I don't do that anymore. Unless I want to. Do I want to? I mean, do I really want to do this and continue to do it? No, I've already made up my mind. I don't want to do it. I may change my mind, but I've already made it up. Now, can we manage to... What time is it? I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my time. Speak of the devil. Hold on. Okay. I need to talk to you. Okay, first of all, okay. So I am playing the role of an AMENTEN leader, and I'm playing the role of somebody who gives you the daily announcement. So let's just see how natural this is going to be. Okay, let's just see. Okay, I'm going to give you the daily announcements. I'm just going to model this so that you can see that I'm not meant for this role anymore. Okay, let's just see. For the week of April 23rd, we have several things going on. First of all, we have Shakespeare's birthday. Now, this is a really famous writer, and I'm sure that a lot of you know about writing Shakespeare. And you also need to know that can't you see how that feels? There is a writing activity online about Shakespeare. There's a writing activity about Shakespeare. So for this writing activity, let's see where this is going. You can see where this is going, isn't it? I mean, it would be nice to stand outside in the middle of the summertime and do short videos with a fancy microphone and make those videos. I think that would be nice. Wouldn't that be a good idea? I mean, I think just, it has loads of impurity in it, but I think that would be nice. A nice idea. What could I say and do for that? It would be so nice. But it's a pity that this phone is old. And it's a pity that I made a promise that I couldn't do this anymore. And it's a pity that I can't use my new phone for such things, otherwise I'm going to be feeling guilty for it. But I think it would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Now, point being, why are you here? Why are you here? Here's the reason why you're here. You didn't do your job. Why didn't you do your job? Why did you come here after helping another AMENTEN when your job was to be here and help me? That is absolutely correct. And that would be wonderful in an animated or stereotypical commercial or info video about aspects of this AMENTEN. And that video could be put on the AMENTEN website and people could see it and learn about this AMENTEN and learn about what goes on. That is absolutely correct. And that is almost, that almost makes me cringe. It almost makes me cringe. Because it's so obvious. Because I know that already, of course. Of course. But guess what? That's not going to be how it is anymore. You all need to stay here, and you need to, do the work here. And only at this AMENTEN. Only at this AMENTEN. So I just want to make that clear. That is going to change. That is going to change. Everybody here is waiting for their weekly announcements. And you didn't deliver them. Or waiting for information, waiting for announcements, and you didn't deliver them. So how come you didn't deliver them? No, I'm not going to do that anymore. I am not going to do that anymore. That's my decision. I mean, yeah, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Although you know what that is? Guess what I'm trying to do? Okay. I just made a dish that was a disaster. It was a disaster of a dish. And you know what I try to do? You know what, I think I can make this a little bit better. I think if I just try to take some sugar and just put sugar on top of it, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be fine. I mean, it won't be perfect, but it'll be fine. I think that'll do enough. I think that will make it edible. Be convincing enough. Well, you know what? Take the sugar off the dish. It's already screwed up to begin with, so it might as well stay screwed up. Don't try to make it better. It's just screwed up. No. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I do not want to stand here for 2 billion hours arguing. So I'm going to tell you this, and this is my final word. You need to only be supportive at my AMENTEN. Period. No other AMENTENs. I don't want to hear no buts or ands or ifs. At this AMENTEN, in this AMENTEN only. No going around and helping other AMENTENs. I'm not going to do that anymore. That is not my job anymore. No. I have other important things to deal with. I don't care. I don't care. It is your job. And you're going to be receiving less money and not the same amount that you usually receive. You need to be here. That's what I used to do. I'm not going to do that anymore. I've said that already. I'm not going to say it 5 billion times over and over again. I've said that already. I don't want to be in this position. I don't want to be in this position. So, let me make it crystal clear. This is going to be the very last meeting where I am hosting it. I hope that I made that clear enough to everybody. But because of the confusion, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm not going to do it again, because I'm sick and tired of it. And why am I sick and tired of it? Oh, I don't know. I just don't want to make videos that aren't going to be public anymore. I don't. There's a myriad of videos that are private and enlisted. A lot of those I got rid of. Well, oh, that is a modulating conversation to have. I am done. I am done doing this. I'm done doing this. I'm not going to do this again, okay? You are just going to have to not have the information delivered to you and be all confused. You'll just have to be confused, you'll have to leave, you'll have to have times like this. I'm not going to do this anymore. You're not going to come here and then have me hosting an AMENTEN meeting. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I am not going to be led in to do this anymore. Because I'm doing this. I'm perpetuating the same cycle over and over and over again. This is frustrating. I don't want to do this anymore. Because there's not enough contentment or purity anymore. Because so much was